Good morning. I mean, good night. It's like almost 12 o'clock at night. My hair's in a ponytail right now because I just got out of the shower and I just didn't want my hair in my face. So I thought, just put all my hair back and just be potato, round, oval. I really do have an oval face. It just, it's like, I'm an egg. I'm going to sit up like this. This actually helps. So, this is just an update on Dez's life. I'm thinking about calling these like updates Dezzie days, but like my nickname, one of my nicknames growing up was Dezzie, and I don't use it as much anymore, but because I go by Dez, but I still like it to like from time to time. But I thought it just always sounds nice with coming up with titles to me. And I figure, well, that's one to work. I'm not gonna call it Dez Days. I think that's weird. So I'd rather just go with Dezzie Days. But Daze is gonna be spelled Daze. It's just like my vibe, so I'll go with it. But I want to do an update on what's been going on. I like how I have to look at the camera lens, but I keep looking at my face instead of the camera lens. I don't know which one I should do, but I know most people look at the camera lens. I just feels weird. So the reason why I haven't posted any videos of me singing or doing original songs or covers is I kind of went through a depressive state, unmotivated, just hermit mode. I didn't want to really do anything, so I kind of just sat in my room and listened to music for about 2 weeks, doing absolutely nothing, just sitting in my brain, my consciousness, and enjoying the life I have in here and not out here. So that was fun. Don't think I cried that much. I think I mostly just was zoned out of my brain or in my brain. But it's because I was also like, while I was really depressed, it was because I was so burnt out from everyday life that I just needed to just everything else away, just be to myself, be with Dez for a long time. And while I enjoyed it, I just feel like I find it really difficult for me to be consistent with musical stuff because I get burnt out so easily. It's kind of a frustration of mine, a personal frustration. And I go to therapy and I try to talk about this cycle of motivation and unmotivation. I don't really have, what do they call it, discipline and self-control. I really struggle with having the will to keep my own personal boundaries for myself. And I'm just like, nope. Like, I don't even respect my own boundaries. Like, I'm just like, nope. I'm just not. But jumping over my own boundaries, kind of like a hurdle, becomes a hurdle for me. Like, it does me no good. It seems fun at first, and then after I do it, and I keep doing it, then it becomes my own misery, like my own cage, my own hell, my own personal hell. So yeah, I just wanted to lock myself in myself. And I didn't want to come out for anyone, nobody. And it's fine from time to time, but I'm an adult. I'm almost 23 years old. I don't feel like I have a life made for myself by any means because of this mental hindrance, this blockage, this. It's like I'll be on the right path. It's like I'm swimming with my own current, and then another current comes through and it sweeps me away. And I'm like, whoa, this seems fun. Whoa. And then I'm like, oh, fuck, I don't know where I'm at. I don't think anymore. Fuck. And then I feel like, wow, I felt so driven for like 2 weeks. And I felt like I was on my own path and I was where I need to be. And then I stopped. And so frustrating. That's what happened for about 2 weeks. And I'm kind of just slowly coming out of that now. Part of it was because I struggle with addiction. And, I know people say like weed or CBD isn't really an addiction, but when you have an addictive personality and a history of family having addictions, you name it. My own father, he's dead now, but he struggled with doing heroin for a little bit early in his years, and then he stuck to a pill addiction, and then I had other family members that struggled with other addictions. I had closer family members struggle with pill addiction, and being surrounded by all that and not ever realizing like what unhealthy coping mechanisms are, and my also seeing codependency in my whole childhood has just breaded me to be that same exact way. And I'm aware of it, and it sucks because it gets frustrating because I allowed myself to fall into that same hole. I don't do like pills, but I smoke. And even though it might not, it might be the lesser of two devils to some degree, not for me. Like, it's the same degree of struggle, mental struggle. And so you just self-sabotage yourself constantly. Like, I could be free of smoking CBD or weed for like 3 months, and then I fall right back into it because I'm like, oh yeah, like it's been a long time, might as well just try it. It's not gonna do anything, I'm strong. And then the rest is history. I just fall right back into it, and then before I know it, it's like 2 months and I'm cycling, and I just feel so mad at myself, and I end up just loathing myself a lot for it. So then, did that, fell into that again, that trap. So, with that being said, though, I did decide to throw away my CBD pen with the cartridge still in it, and just like said, fuck you, like, I'm done with you. I don't want to deal with this anymore. Like, you're ruining me. You're ruining my potential, and I can't do that anymore to myself. So, as I lack moderation skills, so that's my own fault. This is no one else's fault. Like, this is my own, and I take full accountability, responsibility for that choice and to fall back into it. But I'm just trying to get out of it now. Did I talk about losing my voice? I think I did. So then last week, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna finally do like work on my music. I got like my recording software set up. I just gotta get a few more things, but I got my friend let me borrow their interface, and I have my own first guitar pedal. I have some recording like chords and whatnot, so I'm excited. I'm just trying to get some more microphone stuff and some headphones to listen back to my recordings. I mean, that after that, I'll be on a ball, and I know I will be. I will it to be that way. Regardless, though, I planned to go to the music store last week, and as I was doing that, the day of, I had coffee, and you know, like when you have coffee, you have to go poop. Well, I had to go, and I started running. I was like, I gotta go, and I started running, and my roommates are looking at me like, okay, and I'm running. And my friend in his room, because our bathroom that we share mutually is in his room, his art supplies were on the floor, and I stubbed my toe on his art supplies. My pinky toe. It hurt so bad that I was screaming, and I punched the floor so many times. I was like, ah! I was like, fuck, that fucking hurt. And then I go poop because I'm like, I still gotta go do this. So I go poop. And I'm just there. And my pinky toe is numb. And I'm like, God, I can barely walk on it. I can't even walk on it. I can't put pressure on it. My boyfriend, he's like, let's raise your foot and, see if we can help that. And I'm like, fair enough. So try that for a little bit. I still slowly get dressed. I could only wear my combat boots because no other shoes. I buddy wrapped my toe because I was determined to fucking go to the music store and get music gear. I was like, no, I want to go. So I'm just so stubborn like that against my own will, like I said. So I went to the music store, limping and all, because I was like, and I saved money. I was like, I save up money to go do this. I'm going to go do this. So throughout the days, I got easier to step on my foot, like to walk on it. But I started to notice it started bruising, and I was like, this isn't good. I go to work like normal, working, not as in pain, but still kind of sore. By Sunday, I was like, okay, I can walk, I can run, it's not an issue. But it's not bruising as bad until Monday night when I see it like it's starting to turn like blue and green, and I have a line that's showing like where I bruised it like immediately. And I was like, I'm gonna go to the clinic. I'm gonna go. So I went today, and the guy looked at my toe, and he was like, you can walk on it? I go, yeah. And he's like, you can bend it? I'm like, yeah, kind of, for the most part. And he's like, you didn't break it. He was like, did you buddy wrap it? I was like, I did. And he was like, that's the best thing you could have done. And I was like, good on me, my guy. Good on me. I knew what to do. And he said it was fine. The other thing I did was last Monday, I hit my head. Hit my head. And then that Tuesday, I started having ear pain. I had ear pain all throughout, I still have it from time to time. I go to the clinic today, the doctor, he looks at my ear and he's like, well, your ear looks really clean and there's nothing like I'm pressing on it, doesn't hurt. I'm like, no. He's like, why did it start hurting? I was like, it hit my head. And he started touching my head. He's like, yeah, you definitely got a bruise on your head. He's like, and I told him, I said, I think the nerve affected my ear, like possibly like just traveled down and hurt this area from hitting it so hard. And he was like, you have a nerve there. He goes, that is so true. He goes, that is exactly what I think happened. So my own intuition was pretty right with all my medical issues. So yay. Other than that though, that was all my bullshittery of the week, of last week. In work was stressful, but we made it, so I'm proud of myself as much as I could do. So, I'm kind of keeping some other stuff quiet though, that I'm working on because I don't want to talk about it yet. But I am working on eventually moving out of this apartment because I'm ready to go. But my roommates were approved, them two alone, so I'm happy for them. They make enough money to live on their own, so I'm glad that's happening. But that means, like, I was like, I'm so excited you've gotten approved, and I'm like, oh fuck, I have to move. Like, I have to pack everything back. Which, you know, I can get it done. As long as I organize everything, I'll be solid. I know how my brain functions. It's better when I plan things out and have a direction. Other than that, I'm pretty okay. I'm just trying not to live in the past. I'm trying not to look at past traumas, past relationship issues. I'm trying to just be okay with the present and look forward to the future. I'm trying to actually be happy about my life, because I just have worn such a sad, melancholic face or expression my whole life. I try to be very happy, and I try to be very approachable and joyous and invitive, and I love being that way to people, but I don't ever stop to take a moment and be like, how are you really feeling, Desiree? Are you really feeling happy? And I'm like, nope, no, I'm not. So do something about it. It's just, I'm trying to figure out what to do, but also not controlling what happens for me, because I like to control. I'm a Capricorn rising. We just like to control our life. It's like, you know, but we gotta learn how to be free a little bit, and it's a little bit difficult. So I'm trying, and I'm trying to, I'll admit I'm not proud of myself. I think I've wasted a lot of my time being frustrated about my experiences while still analyzing them and growing from them and healing from them the best that I can. But I think I've gotten to a point where I've healed so much that I am I just looking for issues, or am I really finished with bullshit of the past? So fun times. Just don't know what I'm doing. Does anyone? No. No. Nope. But other than that, I'm pretty okay. I'm thinking about cutting my hair short soon. Just finally cutting my hair off, because I'm good with, you know, with my face. That's why I'm okay with showing my face right now, because I know I look like a potato. I'm Irish. Like, that's just us. We just, but I don't think I'm ugly, so got that going. I'm not Instagram, you know, pretty, but I think I'm interesting, so that's just a nice way of calling myself ugly. But other than that, I'm just trying to figure myself out and what I want. Because honestly, I have no fucking clue on what I want. Do I want to live alone? Do I want to live with my boyfriend? Do I want to focus on myself? Do I want children? I don't know. I don't fucking know. I want to take my time figuring that out. But this video is going to end soon, so bye. It was nice updating with all of you. I will sing when I'm ready to sing and my voice is back. But for right now, hope my silence is good enough. Alright. Goodbye and good night.